This is Pastor Tim coming to you again from being in Lameda United Methodist Churches in Central Texas. We're trying to explain about the 10 Commandments during this series, because if they're going to make 10 Commandments something you stick on the wall in the courthouse or in the school, you better understand them. And I don't think many people understand what the 10 Commandments are. So we are going to start speaking about them. And how we might observe them. We talked about God in the last one, about worshiping God, about putting no other idols before God, and how to draw together as we move towards God. Now we're going to start thinking about what we should do. The keeping the Sabbath is really partly about God, but partly about us. The Sabbath is a day of rest. It was an amazing event that set Jews apart when their neighbors who worshiped other gods were working 7 days a week trying to make ends meet. The Jews were saying, we're only going to work 6 days. We're going to trust God. We're going to trust God in 6 days will give us enough to survive as if we worked 7 days. We're going to take a day of rest. Everyone needs rest. It even describes it as God taking a rest after making creation. But to continue a healthy existence, you need rest, a time in which you do not do anything. When your endless list of chores is not what makes you worthwhile. When you just sit and do and enjoy each other. It's a time in which everyone is equal. The boss is no longer the boss. The worker is no longer the worker. The mom is no longer the mom. She's not supposed to cook or prepare or clean. The dad is no longer the dad. He's not providing. You're all equal. You all sit down and enjoy each other's company. You have a whole day to talk, a whole day to reflect. And not enough to see where your life is going, where your life has been the last days, weeks, months, years, and consider what's your priority in life. Also to build on the relationship with one another. Everyone is an equal so that you can discuss things as equals. It's also a time in which you consider God. You maybe read scripture, maybe pray. A time in which you renew your relationship when you're not so busy working that you don't have time to pray. And so it's a time to honor God. It's a time to say this is what the priorities are. This is what's really important. And it's a time to show your neighbor that your faith is so important that you're going to take a whole day to do it. Now, we used to be very picky. I remember the days when they said you couldn't buy this, you couldn't buy that, the store had to be closed. And then we got less and less picky because we want to consider our own needs above those of what the community is and what the need to worship God is. And so eventually it just doesn't make any difference. The community doesn't care. They're going to have soccer practice on Sunday morning. They're going to have Little League practice on Wednesday night. They're going to have teachers going to assign homework to do on Wednesday so that you couldn't have a chance to go to church like they used to. Life changes, but there's still a need to keep the priorities straight. There's a need to know that God is God, and to spend time with God and spend time with each other, to sort out life and say what do I really want to do. And so I think that's what God is doing. He's not trying to make a legalistic requirement, but he's saying that slow down. People made all kinds of rules about that, but slow down, take your time, be with your family, and consider what's important and be in contact with God. That's what the Sabbath is for. Whatever day that is, whether it's a Saturday, a Sunday, a Tuesday, but take a day and to know that God is a priority. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I will see you next time.